Alright, okay, hello friends and lovers, welcome to Godslayer Arena. This is an upcoming kind of Diablo-esque roguelike. It's got a bit of an auto-battery system going on to it. I mean, if you saw me play that game Dungeon 100, it might look a little familiar to that, maybe like a tiny bit. I mean, I'm really referencing a pretty small game here, but let's get a run started. This is a demo available for anyone, so I'll have a link in the description if you want to check it out. We're going to skip over the tutorial because I think there's a lot of UI going on here, but don't worry too much about it. Basically, every zone, every single fight, I guess, if we look in the top right, we get to pick from a new set of spells. Sometimes you can refresh and get them. So we just got to pick one to start with, and this is our spell slots here. Health here. Not mana, but this is more so our character's ability, which maybe we'll cover after we go through some other basics. So we have 3 spells to choose from. You can go for the Ice Shade Missile. Fire 3 short-ranged missiles towards your current target, dealing 30 damage. The enemies hit. Every third time the spell is cast or auto-cast, fire 2 additional missiles. Okay. Toxic Totem. Summon a totem at a random enemy's location, dealing 35 damage per second in the area. Totem lasts for 4 seconds. Or a simple Fireball. Shoot a fireball towards random enemies, 2 random enemies. Fireball explodes upon colliding with an enemy, dealing 40 damage in an area. So the 20 is the mana cost as they describe it, which really just dictates how long it takes to cast it. So the higher this number, the longer it takes to cast. You don't really have mana per se, as far as I understand it otherwise. I haven't tried a totem build, so maybe we'll go for that. But you can see they each have a certain number of traits here, so you want to get a bunch of those traits. So like, for instance, the Toxic Gas Cloud causes nearby enemies to take increased damage. That's what the Nox Bane is. You also have Executioner. Executioner spells deal increased damage, which further increases the lower your target's health is. I see. You gain bonus health regeneration whenever you cast a spirit spell. I see. So increased damage from that. Toxic Gas Cloud causes nearby enemies. Okay, sure. We'll try it anyway. So we're going to take the spell, drop it into the slot down here. You can now see which traits that we have now, and we don't have a refresh to check here again. We're just going to hit enter battle. I'm going to play this at normal speed. There is one more higher speed option that I'm probably just going to turn on after the first one here because it's an auto battler. So when this happens, like the game's playing itself, you just got to make sure you make the right choices or the best choices that you can. While this is going, I guess we can look at the UI in some other ways and maybe discuss the Raging Blood Lord Berserk. Gain 10 rage per second and enter Berserk when you reach maximum rage. Lose 25 rage per second while berserking. While berserking, gain the following effects: 20 bonus spell power, 25% increased mana generation, 50% increased attack speed. Basic attacks cleave all enemies in a small area. So yeah, you do have a basic attack that you're performing when you're not actually casting spells, as I understand it. Yeah, you can check out the DPS meter over here on the right. The Toxic Totem did not really do very well. Our basic attack did the most damage by a good portion here too. Okay, so, but that was it. It's kind of just rinse and repeat. Let's try to make sure that we can actually get through all 20 fights since the demo ends at 20. We do have one reroll now. You do want to spend them all because you lose them if you don't spend them. And you want to make sure you pick something from each time you roll, if that makes sense. Because you get to take something every time. These don't cost anything to take, but you can only take one, basically. So it's highlighting that we already have Spirit for our traits over here on the left, to kind of help indicate that, hey, you might want this, you know, because this will be your second spirit. So that gives us health regeneration. That's Cryo Heart. Passive, gain 50 health. Active, deal 100 damage to 3 random enemies. This kills at least 1 enemy. Increases the spell's passive health bonus by 1. And then there's like a bonus if you have, I think, 130 spell damage or something like that. I don't know. So I think I'd rather take something that just kills the enemies. This one has 3 traits, so maybe we'll look into that, even though we don't have any of those 3 traits yet. Deal 120 damage to a nearby enemy unit with the highest health. If the spell critically hits, gain 20 attack damage for 6 seconds. Kind of sounds like I might want that instead. We do have a second spell slot here. When you get a spell slot per level that you are, as far as I understand it. Don't gotta think too hard about it, though, I think. Alright, so we do have both of these. And this is a tier 2 spell as well. Launch 8 projectiles in every direction, dealing 45 damage to enemies hit. Straightforward, has Noxbane and Arcana. So those are these 2 separate spells here. I guess because it's tier 2, we'll take it at least. Maybe we won't use it yet. You know what? Drop the totem because it sucked anyway. So now we have 2 Arcana. What does that do for us? Arcana spells grant adjacent spells bonus spell power. So at 2, Arcana spells placed on the edge of the spell board grant themselves all the spell power instead. Oh. Alright, that doesn't sound so bad. So these are cheap spells as well. Corrosive Bile doing quite a bit for us here. Good AoE on that, I suppose. It is a projectile spell, which might be important. This is a buff spell / attack spell. We're going to want to pay attention to that to some degree or another, though. Okay, not bad at all. Let me turn down the sound effects a little bit there for us if possible. Ooh, okay. So we got a second Shadow Fang here, and if you combine 3 of them, they will level up. They can go up to level 3 as far as I understand it. Now, I could grab this, but even if you place it here, you don't get the additional traits because we already have that spell, unfortunately. That's Necroweave. Enemies resurrect as skeletons that fight for you. I'm looking at the right trait there. So looking for more Arcana could be fun, is what I'm thinking. We might take Shadowfang for now and see if we can get that to level 2. Shadowfang did fine, I guess. We already have a spell in reserve, too. So that's just spells that aren't doing anything right there. Make sure we use our roll here. What are these cards? Launch a magical deck of cards aimed at 3 random enemies, dealing 50 damage in an area. So it is tier 2. We don't have anything here that we really want, so I guess we'll take that and probably drop that into here now instead. So this is going to get us some spell damage bonus because of the Arcana buff, I think? Yeah, okay. So Shadowfang is giving a bonus to these 2. Bile's giving it only to itself, though, if I understand it correctly. Okay. I think I understand. So this costs 20 mana. So it's going to take a little bit longer to get. I don't really know what the winning strategy is here. I did like 1 run, but I ended up canceling the run just so that we could play it together basically about halfway through. I wanted to save it. All right, I was going to speed it up now. I wanted to save it for when we were playing together. Ooh, woo. All right, so here we get an item. These are just like good things, good passives here. So combat start, gain 250 health for each tier 1 spell you have equipped. And then you have an artifact effect. Your tier 1 attack spells deal 25% increased damage when combat ends. Gain a random tier 1 attack spell. Gain 40 evasion score. Whenever you cast a tier 3 spell, gain another 20 evasion score for 6 seconds. Whenever you acquire a tier 3 spell, gain 5 experience. Gain 4 random tier 3 spells. After 10 fights, gain 750 health, 60 evasion, 60 hex deflection. After 10 fights, gain 15 shop refreshes. Wow. So we get nothing right now. Question is, do we think that we can survive that long? Let's try the tier 3 grab bag. Kind of sounds fun. Okay, so I forget what determines whether you get to make this choice or not. We could choose between getting 2 additional shop refreshes or 20 XP. I think we might go XP to get more spell slots for the moment here. All right, so we did get a bunch of tier 3 spells. I'm looking for Arcana again. Please tell me we got one. We can get rid of these spells if we want. Nothing with Arcana, unfortunately. What can you do, I guess, right? What can you do? All right. You have Arcana. No, you do not. I mean, you do not have any spells that we already have, and they're all tier 1. Guess I'm not going to worry too much about it. I'm just going to take the thing that we do have at least 1 trait of, right? We do have this mask already, too. Arcana is, again, not here. The mask. Gain 15% increased damage for 4 seconds. So that's our second mask spell here. They are higher tiers. So Bloodthirst. Strike towards your current target, dealing 40 damage in a small area. Refill 4. Refill is your mana orb fills this spell multiple times before proceeding to the next spell. Okay, I think I understand. So Necroweave we have 1 of. We don't really care about this spell's trait, so we could get rid of that. And see if we could get something else here. So if we wanted to put this doodad here, that leaves Arcana the same. Deathblade would go to 2, so that does not help. Deathblade, Necroweave, no. Infernum, no. Man, there's a lot of traits, right? So having two of the same spell doesn't do anything again. So I can have a second Twilight if I do this, I guess. What does the second Twilight do? Casting a Twilight spell generates 1 point of combo. Casting non-Twilight spells consumes all combo, granting increased spell power. If your rightmost spell is a Twilight spell, it consumes all combo after generating 1 point. 25 spell power per combo point. I don't know, but we're going to let it be. So once we get 3 of the same thing, it just automatically combines them. There's no like actual control that you need to think about there. All right, I'm curious what our DPS is now. Like what's top in the charts here. The mask is online most of the time for that increased damage. It seemed to go smoothly. Our health didn't really go down. Dark Gambit is the highest by quite a bit right now. Let's get XP again to get another spell slot, but I might go into rerolls after that point. So we have another Twilight here with Dusk Bullet, but it is only tier 1. Infernado is there, and we already have one of those. I mean, Dark Gambit is clearly helping quite a bit here, so it might not be a bad idea to go harder into the Twilight combo. Sure, then. So let us... You can move these around all you want. So I guess we're going to put Dark Gambit on the right because of the Twilight trait, if I understand it correctly. So these will cast, and then Dark Gambit will use the combo. I think I understand. Oh, this has Twilight as well. Mythical Strike. Okay, I thought so. Okay, let's drop Shadowfang, which does get rid of Arcana. But I think for the second tier Twilight, I hope it's going to be worth it. Let's put the mask up front here. You wouldn't want to do 2 masks as far as I understand it. Now we roll. Ooh, baby. Okay. So I guess we're going to take the leveled up Stygian mask. That sounds pretty jolly for me. We get XP for... I want to look at my equipment. We get XP for choosing tier 3 spells, I gotta remember. So if we don't like the spells being offered, I should just take a tier 3 for the XP. I gotta remind myself here. This might be like a special battle, but I don't know if we'd really be able to tell the difference that much anyway. Let's look at the damage tracker here. Yeah, Dark Gambit still doing the most. I think this is like slightly different where you just gotta like kill all the enemies. I mean, it's always just kill all the enemies, so I don't know how different they could really make it, honestly. I wonder if I want to read a little more about Twilight. Okay, we get to choose the next area, so there's a positive and a negative with the next, whenever you have to choose going to a next area. What do we got here? Area spells have 40% reduced area. Enemy attacks deal 100% more damage if you have an active shield. So that's bad for us. Oh, we got a gem, actually, is what it is. Area spells have reduced area. Enemy attacks deal 100% more damage if you have an active shield. That's terrible, right? Plus 15 mana cost, refill 1, 20 spell power, 40% increased area of effect. Mythical and godly enemies have a 60% chance of spawning a Hex on death. Enemy attacks deal 100% more damage if you have an active shield. You now only recover 60% of your missing life after each fight. Plus 7 mana cost, deal 25% more damage against mythical and godly enemies. I don't know. I'm going to go right here. So the gem can be applied to any spell you want, and you can maneuver it around however you wish. I think I'm going to go refreshes now, especially with that tier 3 thing that we have. That has Arcana, at least, I guess. What do I want to give this gem to? Do I want to give it to this spell? I don't know. So now it costs 27. It's red just to indicate that it costs more, basically, now, as far as I understand it. I guess we'll do that. So no tier 3 for us to take here, so I'll take the thing that, I don't know, we have 1 trait of. That we do have a tier 3 here. Also has Arcana on it. So maybe we could kind of do Arcana and the other, but it doesn't really seem that that's plausible if I were to guess. Either way, we're going to take that. Refresh. We have another tier 3 that has Reaver on it now. Dash towards a random enemy's direction, conjuring 5 icy explosions. Okay. Not much good here. We can start ditching some spells. In fact, we have to. If we want to start picking, if we want to keep picking this stuff up. Don't think we care about the Toxic Totem. You don't get anything for discarding spells, unfortunately. No tier 3s. Don't really think I care about that. I do want to keep the Arcanas, I suppose. If anything. Enigma and Ward. So none of these are very good. So there's really no point in picking these up as far as I understand it. You can probably just hit go. Do I want to swap out Corrosive Bile for something else here? Probably. Something with, I don't know, Reaver? Let's see if I can find out what Reaver do. If possible. Arcana, Enigma, Glacial Step. Gain increased area of effect. Reaver spells have a chance of casting with additional spell power and area of effect. So we can swap that out. It's also a higher tier. So now Reaver is proccing. I guess we'll leave it there after that. Probably going to be hard. You could consider Bulwark, but that just gives you shield. Don't know if we really care after that. I don't think I care about the evasive stuff. Ooh, Glacial Step. That was kind of cool looking, right? That seems to work quite well, huh? Watch that DPS meter over there. Okay. It's definitely doing quite a bit. I mean, it's tier 3, so that might be helping a little bit at least. Okay, what do we got for ourselves? Whoa. Oh, right, this is like a special. It's a mastery card. They do not count towards your total card limit. It's like an additional spell as far as I understand it. Creates a poisonous thicket at a random enemy. None of these actually have the tags that we're looking for, I would say. Which is namely Twilight or Arcana. You can roll each of them exactly once. Frostcraft Executioner. Oh, no. Shadowbane Oracle Ward. No. Soulwalker and Reaver. I guess we'll take that. Whenever you cast or auto-cast an area spell, gain rage equal to 50% of its mana cost. Active, strike in an area towards your current target, dealing 115 damage. I guess so. So this is like a separate thing as far as I understand. Select the Resonance Reward. Gain 2 random level 2 tier 1 spells, gain 40 XP, or area spells gain spell power. This is a area and projectile spell? It would appear. This is area. This is projectile and a buff. That's area. That's a buff. That's area. That's a tough one. Could probably just go XP here. I'm kind of thinking. Why don't we just go XP? Then I'm going to go refreshes after that. Okay. Infernado has nothing we want that badly, so I don't think we take that one. This has... Although this has things that I don't have... This has traits I don't have any of anyway. I'm going to keep the Arcana for now. Deathblade, no. I don't think we care about Summon Spectre. We have to get rid of some of this stuff. Sure, I'll pick that. Mostly for the XP, of course. I do have one of these already. Are we actually going to use the Infernado? I don't think we actually are. All right, get rid of him. I'm confusing myself here. Trying to hold the Arcana stuff, if anything. This has Reaver on it. Cutthroat Slash. Okay, the spell gains bonuses depending on what types of spells it's next to. Oh, I see. So it's different bonuses depending on that. No tier 3s here. Don't think we really care about any of these, nor do I want them. So I think you can just roll there. There's no point in taking it. And just swapping some stuff around. I'm looking to level up some stuff here. Same thing here again. I think we can just go. You could change the order here. Let's just go for now, though. We got a lot more floors to get through. So I guess I'm gonna try to focus, I guess, on the Twilight part here. You know, after my favorite movie. Movies? I guess it would be movies, right? Why are our basic attacks popping up? I guess because of Hate Claw. I wonder if there's anything I could do to kind of push into that or something. Give me the refreshes. No tier 3s. We could think about trying to get that. Trying to push for basic attacks in traits that help with that, maybe? I don't know, though. Let's see. So we could get... Is there anything else with Reaver on it? Let's take a look for that. Oh, the Cutthroat Slash. That's right. Okay, throw that on there. So that way we got level 2 on the Reaver as well now. Depending on what kind of spells are next to it. So let's put you, I don't know, right there. Okay, do I want any of this crap? No, I don't. That's a very high level. Bulwark. What is this? Time Dilation. Reduce enemy attack speed. Doesn't have the traits that we want. Soulwalker, Deathblade. This has Twilight on it. Okay. So why don't we get rid of Bloodthirst? Give me Torment. It's also tier 3, which is nice. We have some more tier 3s here. So this would combine... I think we got to give up on the Arcana. It would give me a level 2, but I just don't think we're going to be using it. Executioner. Just taking it because it's a tier 3, basically. Another Glacial Step because it's a tier 3. We're focusing in on the Twilight. So there's no point in putting one more Twilight down because that only puts us at 5 out of 6. So we're going to have to wait a little bit and we'll just hold this spell. Oh, maybe I want to swap out a worse spell here, though, for now. Reaver and Twilight. This one is Beast Caller Twilight. Okay, so we like the Reaver part. So why don't we do that? I lose Soul Walker. So this has to do with the rage thing. I don't know what to do there, then. What about Dark Gambit? Spirit? I can take the gem and put it on this spell now instead. Okay, let's go. It's getting a little complex. Our basic attacks might end up still doing, like, the most damage by quite a bit here. We're losing a lot of health. We don't have, like, any defensive stuff. We haven't taken anything, I don't think. So we might just end up dying here. Okay, what do you got for ourselves? Combat start, grant 3 random area spells, 20 spell power, 25% increased area. Bring your leftmost and rightmost projectile spells. Whenever you cast a buff spell, gain 50% attack speed for 6 seconds. We have 1 buff spell, as far as I understand it. We might have 2. That says it's a buff. This spell gains 8% bonus damage for every buff spell you have equipped. Spell now counts as a buff spell. That's not bad. Maybe that's not bad. Hate Claw's doing the most. So it looks like if I really want to stick to the Twilight stuff, then we're gonna have a lot of buffs, is the way I'm looking at it. I think. Okay, what's this doodad? Syntech and Breaker. I don't think we're interested in that. It is tier 3, though. Is there any chance I will keep Cutthroat Slash that long? Probably not, realistically. Let's just get rid of these knives now, because I think we're done. I don't think so, because it's not Twilight. So I think I'm just going to take the tier 3 that gives us the XP instead, then. These have nothing that we're actually interested in, I'm pretty sure. Nothing we actually want here, so we'll just take the tier 3. Probably just sell it right away. Same thing. It's not Twilight, so I don't care. That is Twilight. We could level up Glacial Step, though, right now, which might be worth it. I wish we could lock in this Twilight to try to level it. That might be worth it for now. Alright, guess we're good to go. Plus we get 5 XP from it, right? Might help us out for the moment, at least. Whereas the other one, we'd have to be waiting on getting a third one to actually upgrade Dusk Bullet or whatever the heck it was called. Feels like I'm a little all over the place. Maybe we should read about Twilight a little bit more here. All Twilight spells have a 50% chance of gaining spell power from a combo without consuming any combo. Okay. So, more refreshes. Nothing here we want. No point in taking it. There's that card spell, which does have Twilight on it, so we're going to take that. No tier 3, no Twilight. No tier 3, no Twilight. Echoing Lightning Tier 4, which has Reaver on it. Don't know if we care. Can't tell if I should. Not a good shop this time around. We'll probably just get rid of that now. Enigma, Arcana. Kind of just getting rid of some stuff for the moment. 2 card spells, 1 bubble spell. No, the bubble spell doesn't have what we want. Okay. I guess we're just going to hit next again. Glacial Step is now at the tippity-toppity. Our health is going down. I can't help but notice. We are taking the damage. We didn't even get back to full. What the heck was that thing? I don't know, but I don't like it. It's hard to tell here. So Reaver gives us area of effect and spell power for them, as far as I understand it, for empowered Reaver spells. Okay. That's actually affecting quite a bit. Oh, it highlights the spells at the bottom, too, for where it's working. Soul Walker is only affecting a couple of things, apparently, that count as buffs. Okay. Next area. What do we got here? Adjacent spells gain 2 refill. Hate Claw, very high. Mythical Strike, surprisingly high. Plus 7 mana cost. Yeah, more damage to blah, blah, blah. Ranged enemies spawn a homing missile on death, dealing 20 damage. These missiles cannot be evaded. Okay, so refill means that they get cast multiple times. But we can give it to adjacent spells. So I don't know if I want to give it to Hate Claw, probably. I'm kind of thinking. Mythical Strike was actually doing a lot in that particular moment. So we can give it... So these 2 get refilled and recast. Give me more refreshes, of course. No tier 3s, no new Twilights, right? What is that, Chrono? No Chrono. What else you got? No tier 3, no Twilight. Guess I'm going to ignore it then. That's a tier 3 that we don't want. In and out. Come on, there must be more Twilights out there. Come on, I need like one more new one. Come on, though. I don't, so we'll take that since that might get used to level. Okay, so this has Reaver on it. That's the main thing. So I could swap that out for Echoing Lightning instead. I don't know if we want that, though. Maybe. It's an area spell. This also has refill. Let's try swapping it. I mean, it's a higher tier, so hopefully that'll help us in some way. Okay. Onward. I'm watching our health here. It's going down, though. Echoing Lightning on top to start. Torment's up there, though. It's also getting... It's going to be skewed because they're getting refilled and recast often with that gem. So we can make anything get refilled, right? Wait, if you refill a refill, how does that work, I wonder? If you put, like, the lightning near that? Ooh, that's a good question. I'm not sure. We might want to try that, though. Because Echoing Lightning is very quick. Oh, man, I am very close to death. Oh, boy. That was definitely not good. So we get to upgrade our Hate Claw. Gain the Executioner trait. We're not using. The spell's passive now grants 100% rage on area spell cast / auto cast. Guess we're going to do that one then, because we don't have use for Executioner, really. I don't think we do, at least. Gain 8 health regeneration. Yeah, I think we need something here. Right? Something defensive. So I'm thinking we put this here instead, and we try to refill Echoing Lightning more. Maybe. Dusk Bullet's kind of bad, though. So what if we swap this around a little bit? Give me some more refreshes. Okay, we got the bubble thing again. It's not leveled yet, though. Don't worry, we're going to find a Twilight any second now. You wait and see. No, we need that last Twilight. Come on, baby. Let's see. We're not interested in that. We'll take this for the XP and immediately get rid of it. Cards. That's the 3rd card. So we get to level it. So it might be worth swapping this in. And swapping something like Mythical out, or maybe Dusk Bullet. Dusk Bullet is a buff. You are not a buff, though. This is also a projectile instead of area. This is both. I don't know. I can't tell. I don't know what's better here. Either way, we still don't have our 6th Twilight going on here. Okay, we'll take the 2nd Mythical Strike here. You could try to get to level 3 on that, but yeah. Okay, I think we'll do that for now. I think our setup makes sense. I could consider getting rid of Glacial Step or something, but... Okay, so this is like that was like an elite or something. Please tell me we're not going to get as low as last time. It's pretty bad. Let's see. Basic attack still kind of popping. Echoing Lightning is pretty high. I'm watching the deeps out here. I did manage to, like, I wanted to see, like, how big of a difference is it? Like, how much could I ruin my build? And I definitely ruined my build in the little run that I did. And I nearly died by just kind of purposely messing things up, and the DPS meter dropped significantly afterwards. It's getting close out here. It's gonna get spicy. More refreshes. 4 additional refreshes, even. So the mask is already level 2, but I guess that's what we'll grab here, because it's also a tier 3, right? Might not be able to fit everything that we want to. Let's get rid of that. Take the tier 3. Recycle it right away. Take the tier 3. Recycle it right away. Let me see. Frostcraft Arcana. Oh, this is the 3rd Mythical Strike? No, it's... Yes. Yes, it is. Okay, so that got leveled. Why don't we replace the Dusk Bullet for it then, there. I know the Glacial thing was there, but That is the 2nd Torment. Okay, so we're going to take that. We're trying to level up a lot of things at once here, potentially. We leveled up the Mana Bond, but I don't know how much that matters. Mana block the spell to the left. Basic attacks have a 50% chance of granting it 3 mana. That's kind of interesting. So mana block spells are skipped by your mana orb, so we won't cast it. But I guess it will be auto-cast with our basic attacks, potentially. That could be interesting here. We could drop Glacial Step. What does it have? Syntech and Breaker. This has Reaver. This has Reaver. So we'd have to drop a Reaver to make that happen. I'm looking at the damage here. Echoing Lightning is doing quite a bit. We are dealing a lot with the basic attacks is my thought here. Right? Oh, I can take another Mana Bond, I just realized? Yeah. I guess I do. Is there anything else? You can't replace Hate Claw. It's not like a slot. How did Glacial Step do? Really not good. So I'm hoping that this will help us then here. So we want to mana block something. Uh-oh. Don't break it. Granting it 3 mana. So what happens if we refill it? Each cast gets increasingly larger than the previous one. I don't know what happens if you mana block a refillable spell, I guess you could say. We could do it to something that cost a lot, I should say. Oh, Reaver's still 4. Thought I got rid of it when I got rid of this. Oh, this has Reaver. Am I out of my mind? I guess I'm out of my mind. Yeah, why don't we try it on Torment? Torment did really badly. So this will kind of auto-cast with our... Yeah, it also cost quite a bit for what it was doing. I'm a little nervous here. We'll see how we do. But yeah, we get a lot of basic attacks in, so I guess that's my hope here now. So that is called Torment. Uh-oh. I gotta say, it's not looking good. I don't think my idea is really working out so far. So it's supposed to skip the spell, but we get mana and it casts itself whenever we basic attack for it, as far as I understand. Come on, you can do it, baby. It's just not going up very quickly, surprisingly. Gain rage equal to 100% of its mana cost. Interesting. Whenever you cast an area spell, I'm very low on health. Come on, you can do it. Things are just not dying that quickly. Our basic attacks are still dealing the most. But my god, okay. Gain 15 health regeneration. Okay. Gain 1,000 health, gain another 100 for each level 3 spell you have equipped. We have 1, 2, 3 equipped. That's not bad. So that's 1,300 health. Gain 10% increased mana generation. Increase this by 2% for each level 3 spell you have equipped. So we cast spells more quickly. I mean, that works really well with what we're doing as far as I understand it, right? I think that should be quite good. I'm taking a quick glance at everything else, but I think that's what we want. Okay. More refreshes. There is a tier 3, even though we don't really want it. I'm trying to keep an eye out for Twilight still. Huh? Didn't I just pick that? Huh? Your bench is full. What's going on? I'm also not gaining XP from it, I've noticed. I'm confused here. I'm staring at it very intently, as you can tell. Did I break it? Maybe I broke it. I don't know. Should I get rid of Cutthroat Slash here? I don't think you're supposed to be able to do this, I should say. So I could level up a different spell here to level 3 or whatever if we wanted. But yeah, I didn't get the XP for, which is a bit unfortunate. But this is a tier 3 spell, so maybe we're willing to drop... I mean, we lose Reaver here. Uh-oh. I do not lose Reaver here for some reason. This does not have Reaver, right? I'm not crazy, right? I may have broken the game, though, I think. Do I get to duplicate this one, too? I do. Okay. I don't know if I have something that lets me, like, take as many as I want. Did I miss something here? I don't think so, though. Well, that's good. So we could get more Torment if we want. And forget about the bonus. It's also a tier 3 spell. Yeah, I think we broke something here because it still says that we have all those traits, right? All right. Nope, don't complain. So I'm just gonna drop Echoing Lightning then here. Oh. Now it stopped working all of a sudden. Wait, now what? What happened? That's confusing. Okay. If you say so, game. I want that. Can't afford it. Get rid of that. And now Reaver went down. Oh no, it somehow fixed itself eventually. No! I am getting XP here. How did this happen? Am I ever really going to be able to get Twilight up now? Maybe I think I have to get rid of something here. Okay, get rid of all these, because I just can't really use them. Take the tier 3. Take the tier 3. Did I, like, waste something? I don't know. Twilight's still level 4. I wonder if I messed up here in some way. Get Barrage out. Chain Lightning. This is level 2. Mana Bond on that thing again? I don't know, it was pretty bad last time. Do I want a Mana Bond up here? Maybe I want a Mana Bond up there. Or something. I'm really curious if I, like, wasted something that special that I had there that I didn't realize. I don't know, though. Because I took, like, a ton of some spells, right? We have a lot of tier 3s out on the board now. They're not all different, though. which means that we should be casting a lot faster. Can't really tell how well we're doing. Rewinding Arrow is actually doing surprisingly strong. And we have the mana bond on it, which is fascinating that it's doing that well. Well, we've managed to get a little better. So maybe I want to put I do want to try the mana bond on something else instead here again. That isn't like that. I don't know. Should be a better spell than Rewinding Arrow for us. I think. Refreshes again. We do need more Dusk Bullets here. Okay, there we go. Oh, whoops, that's not the right one, actually. It's what we wanted anyway, though, probably. Probably. I do want to grab that tier 3. What do I have to drop to make that happen, though? Oh, we don't care about that. We don't care about that. We don't care about that. Okay, very good. Good enough for me. Any tier 3s? Nope. No Twilight either. Z-Bubbles. I suppose we get Z-Bubbles. And we get Z-Bubbles again. They get a second tier 2. Don't think we want to put it on the bench, though. Because we still can't get to Twilight level 6. I don't know how you're supposed to get to Twilight 9 when I can't even get to 6 at this rate. I only have 5 different Twilight spells still. So Rewinding Arrow is still kind of going here. We got 2 different torments on the board here. Why is Rewinding Arrow so good? You know? Huh. The Twilight spells should be the best. So maybe I do just want a mana bond Rewinding Arrow just because it's so good on its own. This torment appears to be doing very well, though, with the mana bond on it. All right, health, though, here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, it might be Ogre. Oh, my health, though. It's not going to be enough, is it? Come on, baby, you can do it. Oh, we came back to life? How many of those do I get? Yeah, I think we're going to swap back. Can I change in the middle of combat? I cannot. We're going to put that mana bond back on the Rewinding Arrow, I think. Definitely. Okay, so somehow we live. Don't ask me how. Ugh. Movement triggers an explosion that deals 100 damage to nearby enemies. Gain 1 spell power whenever this triggers. 20 spell power. Fire 1 additional projectile per 20 bonus spell power. We kind of don't... So we put this... Yeah, we don't have a lot of projectile spells. And that's what the debuff is for that area, so I'm not that worried about it, is what I'm thinking. This will benefit exactly 1 projectile spell. I don't think we have a lot of projectile spells. So let's move this again before I forget. I was thinking, like, this is the last Twilight spell, right? If your rightmost spell is a Twilight spell, it consumes all combo after generating 1 point. So it would have to be the rightmost. Okay, I see. So I think Rewinding Arrow is getting the benefit of the combo points, if I'm understanding it correctly. You are a projectile spell. So we're going to go big on that, I suppose. Soulwalker, just take it, discard it. Soulwalker again. No tier 3, no Twilight. There's a tier 3 at least. No tier 3, no Twilight. There's another Torment that we truly do not need. But I guess we take it, recycle it. There's a tier 3. Take it, recycle it. Okay. So all of our combo from Twilight, as far as I understand, is being thrown into the Rewinding Arrow. Okay. Hopefully this will go smoothly here then. So the combo's getting thrown into there, and it's self-casting because of the mana block. I guess, yeah, well, why do I want to mana block it exactly? I don't know. But, I mean, it's clearly doing the most. What if I mana block, like, Hate Claw, I wonder? I don't know. I can't really say. Is that what's getting the combo point bonus? It's hard to tell. Casting Twilight spells generates 1 point of combo. Casting non-Twilight spells consumes all combo. So the first non-Twilight spell I am casting is actually Hate Claw. So that's what's getting all the combo, I would think, then here. So what if we change this up? We put Hate Claw on the front. We cast Twilight, 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 Rewinding Arrow, I suppose. Okay. I think we're getting there. Nice and slow. Nope. No tier 3, no Twilight. Got a tier 3. Get rid of it. Almost confused me with that one. Trying to be a little careful here. Okay, what do I want to take out of these? None of them really give us anything right now. Just taking that for the XP. Cycle it. Okay, now let's try. And see how we do here. Oh, we still have the Echo over here, though. The Echo was definitely helping it. So, Rewinding Arrow, that is. So this might change things to where Rewinding Arrow isn't going to do as well. Kind of forgot about the Echo portion of it, though. Well, we've managed to pull back a little bit. We're not losing as badly, for sure, here. Maybe we move the Echo to over here or something like that. We double cast Mythical Strike, I guess. Something along those lines. Rewinding Arrow is just going very strongly here, but we did almost die there. Whenever you cast a buff spell, gain 30 shield. Hex Deflection is pretty good. Whenever you cast an attack spell, gain evasion score equal to 100% of the spell's mana cost for 8 seconds. All attack spells gain 25% increase to mana cost and 25% bonus spell power. Hex Deflections now deal damage equal to 8% of the target's current health. Enemy hexes can be deflected even if you're not standing in them. I guess we'll just take that. Area spells, huh? Oh. Gain spell power. Let's see. Mana block. That's projectile. That's projectile. Area. Projectile. Projectile and area. Buff. Attack / area. Give me the evasion score and the health then, I suppose. Okay, more rolls. We need that sword, I suppose, although we're very far away. So we're going to move the Echo. Put that there. I guess I'll put this gem on this spell instead now. Okay. There we go. Take the tier 3. Take the tier 3. Swear there's no more Twilight spells. We got scammed. Like they're not actually out there or something. I don't know. Like they're not even in the game yet or something. I don't know. All right. We're trying at least here. Okay, so now this is getting echoed. So is this, right? Adjacent spells gain 2 refill. I say echo. Oh, well, actually, it does say echo. Refill. So that means Mythical Strike is getting refilled. I guess I could just make sure refill only hits on the Rewinding Arrow. Right? That way we don't waste time casting Mythical Strike, which is... It's a tier 1 spell. It is level 2. But yeah, that's probably not that good. I assume we get more combo from it, though. But do we really want more combo? Or are we comboed enough? We just want to get to Rewinding Arrow a little bit sooner, right? Now, by refilling Rewinding Arrow, assumedly it doesn't... Each refill does not actually gain a bonus from Twilight, right? It's just the first cast of it, but I guess I don't really know. Can I see where we have, like, combo anywhere? Oh, we have lives down here on the bottom left, I just realized. Oh, okay. Huh, I got so many questions, you know? No tier 3. Okay, are we full? We are full. Oh. This is a problem, huh? How are we gonna do this, then? What do I have to get rid of? You really don't want to get rid of the Dusk Bullet. What's like our worst spell? It's the... Weirdly, it's the Torments. They're really bad. I don't know how they're so bad, but they're incredibly bad. So it might be time to swap them. Honestly. Oh, I could get rid of the Mana Bond. 'Cause I don't know if we're really gonna be able to increase that, you know what I mean? At this rate. How's that torment so bad? So maybe I just get rid of one of these, right? Is what I'm thinking here. We'll just have a 5th Twilight out there? I don't know. It's clearly not doing well. I don't know, putting like a tier 1 spell on there feels kind of weird though. Mana block a different spell, but now we're mana blocking something that gives us combo. Although it might get auto cast, right? Is the idea with the more general attacks. Okay, let's see what this feels like, I guess. Okay, what do we got for ourselves now? Combine there. Oh, did I want that one more? May have wanted that more. Whoopsie. Did I get rid of the tier 3? Oh, that's the tier 3. It's fine. Torment sucks, so I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Buy it and sell it. Okay, same thing. Buy, sell. Get another mask. Do I want to cast this buff again? Do this stack? I don't know. Guess we're just going to leave it for now. Okay, so now these two are both mana blocked. That might be good. Maybe? I don't know. So this is called Mythical Strike. So they're both gaining from basic attacks, right? Interesting. Rewinding Arrow is still doing very strong. So I can put the Echo here, potentially. Yeah. Wait, does Refill even work on a mana blocked spell? I'm watching it here, and I don't see Refill triggering. So it might not. Oh, fascinating. It's very confusing then. Basic attacks, rewinding arrows, stealing the show still. Yeah, I don't know if it's doing anything. So do I want to refill anything? Is the question, really. And the answer to that is I don't know. Is there anything I'd want to cast multiple times? Let's try it there for, like, a battle and see how that feels, I guess, right? So many questions. I should probably give up on Twilight. Oh, I spoke too soon. Chains of Madness, finally. Wait, why am I down at Twilight all of a sudden? What happened? Did I remove a spell? I did get rid of a Torment at a moment. Now it went back up to 4. Oh, it's like just glitchy, I guess. Okay, so we're gonna take that one. So this is the area spell. Active conjure a set of ethereal chains at a random enemy's location, dealing 85 damage while enemies hit. Okay, Shadowborn Deathblade. What do I want to take off the bar here? It's kind of a tough choice. We can get rid of one of the mana blocks, I guess. Would be the idea. So that's an extra Twilight. That puts us at 5, but I actually want to get rid of another one if possible, in order to throw Dusk Bullet on there. Which might require I get rid of the second mana block, even though it feels like it's doing quite a bit. Doesn't it? It do feel like it. That's a tough choice. So I have to put down a Dusk Bullet somewhere. I don't think we want to get rid of Rewinding Arrow. So I guess we'll just cast it instead now, right? We cast 6 different Twilight spells. All Twilight spells have a 50% chance of gaining spell power from combo without consuming any combo. Okay, I hope that's good. Should probably put our strongest Dusk spell last. Maybe I should put Rewinding Arrow up here now too then. Use your remaining refreshes. Oh, thank you, game. Appreciate you. Buy and sell. Go. Gems and inventory. Do I actually still have gems in the inventory? I should have considered moving some of this stuff around too. I'm a little worried now, because we changed a lot there, right? It takes a lot to get to the Chains of Madness too, because I put Echo on some stuff. I might regret that. Chains of Madness gets a big buff from the combo. Oh no, I think I blew it. I think I ruined it. Pretty sure, yeah. Not even close either, really. So there goes another Death Defiance there for us, but I don't even think we're going to get through this battle as is. I think the Echo was bad, and obviously Rewinding Arrow was just doing more, I'm going to say, right? Maybe we'll survive and we'll be able to fix it. I did try. Come on. It's going to be close. Yeah, I do have a gem in my inventory now that I'm looking at it. Oh, no, I did lose. No, too bad. What floor were we on? Oh, that was number 20? No way. We had it. I wonder if I didn't mess around. You know what I mean? If we just didn't mess around, I wonder. Fight 20. That was the last one. I don't know if that gem would have made much of a difference. Well, it was still fun. It's actually a pretty cool game, right? I mean, it's complex and there's a lot going on. There's a lot of reading to kind of pick up on, but it's fun to try to figure out what works and what doesn't. You know what I mean? That is Godslayer Arena. Hope you all enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe. You know the deal. And I'll see you in the next video.